Sup again, guys. Well, I've done some overclocking here. I don't know if it's 100% stable or not, but I played some games for a few hours and didn't have any artifacting or driver crashes or blue screens or anything like that. So I have GPU-Z up here, but I find it easier for you guys to see when it's all zoomed in like this. Right now we got 900 on the core and 1400 on the memory. I might be able to go higher, but I just thought this is a good place to stop for now. So now let's run some 3D Mark and see what kind of improvements we get. Okay, so before with just the shaders unlocked and nothing else done, we got 23,760 3D marks. Our SM 2.0 score was 8,755. Our HDR/SM 3.0 score was 11,229, and the CPU score was 7,445. So now we got 24,149, which I might add is about 100 points more than I got with my GTX 480 overclocked. So at least in 3D Mark 06, this card is faster. But anyway, and then we've got 8,764 for the SM 2.0, and the HDR/SM 3.0 score was 11,687, and the CPU score was 7,354. So, now let's move on to Vantage. So here's what we got last time. We got 19,775. GPU got 19,361, and the CPU got 21,131. Now this time we got 20,691. GPU got 20,567, and the CPU got 21,073. So now let's move on to 11. Okay, this is what we got before with just the shader unlock, and since this cat has stolen my chair, this is what we got now with the overclock. 5,315. So according to 3D Mark 11, it's not quite as fast as my GTX 480. It's a couple of points below, like 300 points, I think. But now let's move on to something else. Okay, now for the Heaven benchmark, I'm going to run at the exact same settings I did the last time. Everything is all the way up. Going to hit run. And then we will come back when it's done. Okay, so our score last time was 18 frames a second with a score of 454, a minimum of 9.5 frames a second, and a max of 37.2. This time we got 19.5, a score of 492, minimum FPS was 9.9, and max was 39.9. So it seems that this overclock helped the Heaven benchmark out quite a bit. So now let's move on to the next thing. Okay, for the Crysis benchmark, before with just shaders unlocked, we had a minimum frames per second of 28.5, a max of 48.68, and an average of 41.48. Now, we got a minimum of 31.71, a max of 53.5, and an overall average of 45.43. Now that is an improvement. That is a noticeable improvement. So, okay, on to the next one. So last time I got 11.84 minimum, 54.65 max, and an average of 40.05. This time it got minimum of 26, a max of 59.77, and an average of 44.15. So that's not bad at all. So now let's move on to the next thing. Okay, here's some Crysis 2. Or not Crysis 2, this is Crysis Warhead. What in the hell am I talking about? Gonna try and run around the same I'm going to try and cut it down on the... Whoa, shotgun guy. Alright. And that's that. Now on to Dragon Age. Okay, now we're in some Dragon Age 2. So we're gonna just run around here and see how the game runs. Still getting over 100 frames a second. Yep, we dropped down in the 90s for a second there. All the way up to almost 140. Alright, we'll take you and you.
Come and face me. Watch your step. That should do it.
Okay.
He sends spirits. He is fighting for him. Denarius, can you hear me? Your pets cannot stop us. Trap.
Owned. Rage Demon. They kill everything so damn fast. Alright. Well, that's just about enough for that. Now let's try some Metro, and then we'll be done. Okay, now we're in some Metro 2033. I'm gonna try and keep this one really short. I'm probably just gonna stop it after I kill those stupid things, so this doesn't turn into an hour-long YouTube video here. That would have sucked to fall from that.
Use the auxiliary hand system to open the gate. Artyom, check those crates for ammo and medpack. Ready, Artyom? Follow me. Okay. Up we go. Seems like nobody's home. Before we hit the surface, put your gas mask on. Without it, it'd be like a goldfish outside his door.
We're almost there. This is the Korolev performance room. It's really close to the tower.
Huh.
Grab your weapon. Silky.
Cool, I'm like stuck there.
Artyom, if you're wounded, use an aid pack. Let's give it a pull. Okay, Artyom, that's what.
Alright. That's enough of that. Alright. So that's pretty much how good the card is when it's unlocked and overclocked. I'm very happy with it. I'm glad I bought this card, and I'll be having another one here very shortly. And hopefully 3 monitors for Eyefinity as well. We'll see how that goes. I'll also include the steps to do this, or the steps I followed to do this, in the description box. So, till next video, peace out, guys.